Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, February 28th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I take time to value the role of the divine in my daily reality. And oh my goodness, I want to take a brief look at this week ahead. It's definitely going to be brief because I can't go into all this, but this is definitely a week to check in daily if you feel called, because there's a lot going on. We are in the dark of the moon. We have a new moon building on Wednesday, March 2nd. We're in our last day of February. Crazy. New moon in Pisces. New moon in Pisces. What a place to hold faith for and seed miracles. That being said, the astro is going to require faith. We have some really intense astro going on this week. We start off with some really intense mental vibes, overstimulating energy with, well, we'll get into that. Wednesday, like I said, we have the new moon in Pisces. We also have Mercury and Saturn coming together. And I'm going to say this right now for that Mercury-Saturn. One of the things really coming up, as we are watching people of Ukraine go through this invasion. The images can be really painful. It's shocking. It's so horrible that we're still in a world where people hurt others to get what they want, right? Okay, we'll just leave that there. It's a shockingly hard thing to move through. And we have to be aware of what our limit of consuming this is. And I'm feeling that with that Mercury-Saturn, with that new moon Pisces. We all have some levels of empathy. And if you are somebody who wants to consume and know everything about what's going on, awesome. I understand that desire to know. But make sure you're clearing your field regularly, because the fear waves are still very real, and that's not something that we want to necessarily contribute to. We do want to contribute to the love waves. So keep that in mind with Mercury and Saturn. It's feeling like, hey, this is your responsibility to keep your mind and your mind clouds clearer, and not feeding into the chaos, right? All right. So new moon, like I said, on Wednesday as well. And then this is kind of what we're going to be building into. Speaking of fear waves, we are going to have Mars and Venus both conjunct Pluto on Thursday the 3rd. Pluto, anytime we have Pluto, it is plutonic colonic. Pluto brings the stuff up to the surface so that we can process it, so we're aware of it. It can bring on much fear. It can bring on feeling very low. It can be very tiring, in fact, as well. The first connection, Mars and Pluto in particular, can get violent. It can bring out our frustration in a violent way. So again, this is why we want to clear, because when we're taking in so much violence and even reflections of what's happened from the virus, results of violence, that's interesting that I said virus, violence, violence maybe is a virus. I don't know. Let's not go there. Enough of that, right? But it can... The image I always get when I think of violence is just our cells in our body turning red and running into each other like a mosh pit, a cell mosh pit, right? Our cells and our atoms goes very deep. And so we want to clear ourselves of this energy, bring in calming. I have to actually say, as I was thinking of the energy mantra, I was pulling cards, and this is the card that jumped out with the energy mantra, harmony. And this is where we kind of want to work on getting into through the week and not staying in a place of frustration, violence. That being said, Pluto brings the step up for a reason. So be willing to look, where is this frustration? Where are these origins coming for us? Also interesting, Thursday, the moon is going to shift into Aries. So Aries can take that to another level, but it's not going to be till later. So hopefully it'll stay in balance. We are then going to have Venus and Mars. They're cat and mousing. They're very, very close. On the 5th, oh my gosh, so much interesting energy on the 5th. We're going to have the Sun and Jupiter conjunct, again, a very light, happy, supportive energy. Be aware because Jupiter will expand whatever it touches. Venus at 29 Capricorn, Mars at 29 Capricorn, and I have to say that this is the week, especially as Venus passes over Pluto, that Venus finishes the shadow of retrograde. So any lessons that come back from probably November time when Venus moved into Capricorn around responsibility and our gifts, those may be coming up. But Venus and Mars shifting into Aquarius and reaching another conjunction. So very powerful energy that we're working through this week, but not necessarily easy. So digging into Monday, we have the moon in Aquarius. And like I said, we're definitely feeling some very strong mental and stimulating vibes. The moon in Aquarius starts by squaring Uranus. This energy can be quite triggering. And I just feel like, the last few years have been so much, and here's more, right? Take care of your nervous system. There's so many things beyond even what's happening in the world, like just, higher G's with our phone and everything. All of that is like assault to the nervous system. Take your time to ground. Take time to notice what your physical body is needing, because this is your temple that is carrying you through and helps you carry out your purpose, your reason for being. So moon in that Uranus square, it may also be a square to I've been talking about what's your vision and all that. It's is there even a point? There's still a point. There's still a point of spending time with your vision, honoring your vision. So do know that. The moon is then going to connect with Mercury. So moon in Aquarius, conjunct Mercury in Aquarius. This is 2:11 p.m. Again, the energy may be super hyper stimulating. Ground, open up your chambers, letting this energy move through you. Could be brilliant ahas. I hope in the world we will see people collaborating and working together with this energy, which can definitely bring that on. But just for yourself and your nervous system, take it easy. Moon and Saturn are then collaborating in the evening. Moon and Saturn are always really interesting because Moon and Saturn connected can show us some karmic energies that do need to be moved through and what our responsibility around this is. So you, again, may be getting some ahas through the day, and this may be actually a really great day for working through things. I want to show you the cards, but I want to bring up one more thing. On Tuesday, March 1st, we are going to have the Sun and Mercury in connection. Now, Sun in Pisces, did I say Mercury? Sun in Pisces, Uranus, that's what I meant. Uranus in Taurus. This could be the ultimate lazy cat that we're building into. The moon's also going to shift into Pisces. So just be prepared, especially after all the stimulating energy, if it's and take it easy, because sometimes that frustration that the Pluto can bring out is from us not taking care of ourselves. So top of the cards is the Harmony card, which jumped out, like I said. And then we have possibilities where we can go. Here's the mental vibes of the day. It's not about guilt so much. It's just would you just stop? And it feels oppressive. However, we have this opportunity. Understanding the process, understanding the reason of this energy, letting it shift us, letting what come through, and holding space for possibilities. I love the eagle. It flies high. It sees things from a larger picture than, when we're down in the hole. So be aware, you have a choice of what energy you want to embody in and through this. Chances are at some point, especially this week, we're all going to end up here. But remember this, and remember these flying birds, both flying birds in here. Peace, dove birds, in fact, to help support you coming back to this harmony place. I did do a video about Putin. It is on my Patreon if you would like to check that out. I may do some more videos. We'll see. I always do, though, new moon and full moon, and that is coming up this week. So join me there if you would like. Besides that, you can book a reading. Email me to book that. And besides that, the better gets, the better gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.